Okay, this is my review of the Case It executive cover for tablets. This particular cover is a universal cover which covers tablets ranging from 9 to 10 inches. I bought this particular cover from Wilkinson's for £12. Prices will vary depending on where you buy it from. This tablet cover covers a wide range of different tablets. I will put a complete list in the description below the video. Just to give you a quick example, it covers things such as the iPad Air 2 from 2019, the iPad Air, iPad 4, iPad 3, iPad 2, Samsung Galaxy Tab S 10.5, Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 and so on. So I will put a complete list on what it actually fits in the description. So here's the tablet case itself. Just adjust the camera a minute. So here it is. So it's actually quite a nice looking case. This is in a grey colour, as you can see. It's quite a nice colour, nice neutral colour. So probably the first thing you will notice, there are no holes in the back of the cover. So if your tablet has a camera and things like that, obviously the camera will not work unless you take the tablet out of the actual case. So that's obviously a major downside. So it comes with this nice kind of suede kind of finish on the actual cover itself. You can see there's a little strap here which is actually used to keep the cover down. So once you close it, you pull the strap up across here so it holds it in place. So there's no magnets to hold the case down. So like I said, you get a little Case It logo here. And the actual tablet is held in place by these 4 elasticated straps here. So these adjust, you can see here. So all 4 of these adjust. So if you have a 9 or 10 inch tablet, it will fit all various models in that size range. So you have some stitching here which looks like it's some kind of feature, but it's not, there's nothing there. So obviously, as I said, the major downside with this case is there are no holes in the back, there are no cutouts in the side. Obviously, because it's designed to fit many different tablets, there's no specific areas on this case which are, obviously used for any of the buttons or any of the camera lenses and so on. So that's a major downside that you get with this case. So in terms of quality, it actually looks, at £12 it wasn't the cheapest case. You can certainly pick up cheap, Chinese cases for £5–6, which are pretty poor quality. But this actually feels reasonably good, which you would just kind of expect for the price, because it isn't cheap for a tablet case. But it's obviously a synthetic leather kind of texture to it, and it's got a nice kind of suede inside, which obviously helps to protect the tablet. So I've got a iPad 3rd generation which I've been using for it. So here it is. Here's the iPad 3rd generation. I think this is a 9-inch tablet, if I'm correct. I'll double check that and put it in the description, but I'm pretty sure it's a 9-inch tablet. So this is the iPad 3 or 3rd generation. So in terms of fitting it, you simply slot it into the 4 straps. So these little straps, these are little plastic hooks you can see here on the end. They look pretty flimsy, but they seem reasonably strong. So to put the thing in place, you have to pull the straps to fit around the tablet, and again pull the straps to fit around the tablet. So once that's secured in, it is in quite firm. These straps are quite tight, so you can see if I kind of hold it upside down, it's not coming away. It's pretty solid. So that's how the kind of tablet looks now. You can see, because it is a universal cover, there's quite a lot of left on the side. So obviously this is a 9-inch tablet, and you probably get at least another inch extra on the sides of it. So obviously as well, it folds back such as so you can obviously stand it up. I did find a problem with this. Once you fold it back like that, it's supposed to hold like that, but sometimes it holds, sometimes it doesn't. You can see it's a little bit flimsy, you can see like that. So to actually get it to stand up, it usually takes a few attempts. You can see it keeps falling over, and it's not supposed to do that. It does actually say in the description here, you can see it here, you should be able to fold it back and your tablet should stay upright, but it's not. So you can see it's Ideally there needs to be some kind of magnets in here so it clicks back into place, but there's no magnets. So that's annoying. So you can see it does stand up sometimes, but a lot of times you can see it doesn't. So that's obviously a major downside to it, which is very annoying actually, that a tablet can't stand up in place. You can see again. So if you did want it to stand up, you might end up putting some tape on the back, which obviously you wouldn't want to do. Like I said, generally if you hold it in place, eventually it does stand on its own accord, but I wouldn't put much weight on it and it falls over. So that's obviously a major downside. So obviously because this is a universal case, there's no cutouts anywhere. Most tablets which are designed specifically for a particular model will have cutouts for the power buttons, for the microphone jack, for the volume controls and everything. This doesn't. One thing I did find is that these clips, no matter what end you put them on, they do ever so slightly cover the power button for the iPad 3. I don't know whether the power button's in a different position on certain iPads or what, but on the iPad 3 you can see that the power button is slightly obstructed by this clip. It doesn't actually interfere with the power button. As you can see, it's just enough gap around it. But you can quite comfortably press the power button on, and there's no kind of issues. But it does cover probably at least 25% of the power button, if not 50% of the power button, which is a little annoying. Also as well, the microphone jack here, you can see again, doesn't matter which way you put the tablet in, it does slightly obstruct the microphone jack. I think you might just about be alright with a very thin microphone jack cable, but I think a thicker one, you're going to have to push the strap out the way a little bit. In terms of the other controls on the iPad 3, obviously the power port here isn't obstructed, so that's okay. So yeah, there aren't many buttons here. Obviously there's the volume control on the bottom here. This isn't obstructed, and I think that's the mute button there, so that's not obstructed, but the power button is slightly obstructed, and the microphone jack for your headphones is obstructed as well. So that's a little issue with this cover. Obviously because it's a universal cover, it's obviously designed to fit various models rather than to be tailored for one. Another obvious problem is you cannot use the camera. So the camera lens on the iPad 3 is there. See on the camera, it's by there. So that's completely obstructed. I was thinking perhaps you could maybe just cut a small hole in the back here, but the problem is the actual strap cover covers the camera lens, so you can't cut a small hole with, say, a drill piece or a hole punch, and just use it without taking it out of the case, because the strap covers it. So there's no way you can take pictures without taking the iPad out. But what I did find is, rather than take the iPad out, if you just literally unhook the top two such as so they go to the side, and again like so. Just come out of the case a minute. But if you just hook both, and then you can just push the iPad up until the camera lens is exposed, and then just press the camera button. So yeah, there are obviously major downsides with this because it is a universal cover. There are some problems with it being tailored to your particular model, but it's not. And again, once you close it, you can use the strap here to just go over it and hold it in place. Again, I would prefer a magnet. Another thing I noticed as well, when you close it, it doesn't turn the screen off because it's not magnetic. So overall, it's not a bad cover, it's just not particularly great for the iPad 3, and I'm sure lots of other tablets it does have a few issues. I think if you did want a decent cover, buy one which is tailored to your specific model, but in that way all the holes, all the buttons won't be obstructed. But it works okay. I mean, would I buy it again? Probably not, but it's actually a decent quality cover. It does a reasonably good job. It just has a few drawbacks. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.